Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast. Featurettes that fill us in on new details from the live-action remake on today's Nerdist News. Beauty and the Beast is pretty much the queen of 90s Disney classics. It was the first animated film to be nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars, the first Disney movie to be adapted to a Broadway show, and it's pretty much a masterpiece on every conceivable level. Do we need a live-action remake? No. Do we want one? Yes. God, yes. So it's good news for us that thanks to a special preview of, well, it's a preview of a preview that we're getting for the original film's 25th anniversary next week, we can officially say, it's looking pretty good. Let's break this sucker down and see if there's something there that wasn't there before. So first things first, Belle and the Beast are British now. In a brief clip from a cast read-through, we got to hear Emma Watson and Dan Stevens for the first time, and yep, they're using their native accents.
Guinevere and Lancelot.
King Arthur and the Round Table.
Still a romance.
It felt like a change.
Pretty interesting. Since the animated film's leads went full-on Disney American and the story itself is set in France, either way, we're not complaining. No reason to force strained American accents on us, and anyway, Beast sounds appropriately hunky as is. And what is that in the background? Oh, just a ton of concept art, like literally a treasure trove of it. So let's check that out. Zoom in, enhance. On the left, I see the infamous courtyard from the opening Bonjour number, the rose, which we saw in the film's first teaser, and a couple renditions of the Beast's castle looking appropriately castle-y. Nice. Next, zoom in, enhance. Methinks some sentient household objects I do see. There's that image of Cogsworth and Lumiere we first saw leaked last week, and an alternate rendering of Lumiere's face in close-up, giving us a much better idea of just where the his face is. I mean, it is super confusing. And it looks like we've got Emma Thompson's Mrs. Potts and her cupchild Chip in there as well. Looks like their faces will be conveyed as if they're part of the design painted onto the tea set and not physically altering the surface of the ceramic like in the cartoon. Very interesting, and I think super smart. One big takeaway from this concept art, which producer Jack Morrissey confirmed is pretty close to the final look, is that it skews towards a more realistic look. These aren't cartoons living in a live-action world. They seem more like photorealistic objects brought to magical life, sort of like these surprisingly real animals in Jon Favreau's Jungle Book. In fact, we can see the real objects that were placed in the middle of the room for actors to play off of during their read, including, who's that? That hot French feather duster! I guess real but animated is the trend for these live-action Disney reboots, which ought to be pretty interesting for upcoming flicks like The Little Mermaid and Winnie the Pooh. I can't believe you just dog whistled at a feather duster. But the most intriguing piece of concept art we see in the background has to be this magic-tinged picture of what seems to be Belle in a sparkling gown. Zoom, enhance, intriguing. It looks more like a still from Cinderella than Beauty and the Beast, with magic gold stuff flying this way and that. Will the live-action adaptation change things up, adding more magic to the story, or is this just a test of some clever effects to make Belle's famous gown even more stunning? Or, more likely still, is this our first look at the enchantress who comes to a pre-Beast prince as an old beggar woman only to reveal herself as a beautiful young witch who curses him to become a still weirdly attractive monster? We're betting on that one, since even this featurette says that this remake isn't about reimagining the story, it's about utilizing modern-day technology that pays off the original's big visual ideas. We'll get an even better look at Beauty and the Beast next week, but things are already looking so good. Can the movie live up to it? Well, between Jungle Book, Pete's Dragon, and even other Disney movies lately like the Marvel and Star Wars franchises, we're gonna have to say, yeah, it will. Things are going pretty damn well at the House of Mouse these days. What do you guys think? Do you like what you've seen of the Beauty and the Beast remake? Are there any changes you would be open to? Which Disney live-action remake are you most looking forward to? Let's discuss. And make sure you head over to Twitch for our live discussion about this and our favorite What the Fridays worthy videos of the week on an all-new Nerdist News Talks Back What the Fridays edition on twitch.tv/Nerdist. We're going up early today at noon, so get on over there and join us in the chat, like this video, and subscribe to keep getting all your Nerdist news. Tale as old as time. Da-da-da-da-da. Song as old as rhyme. Beauty and the